Chapter 244. I'll start roasting crows from you. His new physique was even more fire-resistant, and the time it took to achieve destroy this body was clearly longer. Second brother, he seems to have obtained some benefits. How is that possible? Could it be that he's using our true fire to cultivate something? Why don't we stop? We've already expended a lot of nomological power. It's affecting the official quest. The few members of the Crimson Crow race discussed in secret, and began to feel that it was not worth wasting their energy on this strange human. Seeing that the demons did not want to kill him, Sanshi hurriedly provoked them. Why? Are you out of strength? Have you not eaten? Why don't I help kill one of you and roast you for extra food? The few of them were originally quite angry. After being provoked, they burned Sanshi to death 3 more times in anger. Not bad. Continue. Sanshi encouraged the demons instead. His pure Yan spirit body was improving faster than the golden divine body. The true fire contained in his flesh and blood was increasing, and his pure Yan spirit body was becoming stronger. In the future, he did not need to release any nomological power. His flesh and blood now carried the pure Yan true fire. In theory, the pure Yan true fire had become his talent. It was a little like these demons' innate demonic flames. As for the power of the golden divine body, it focused on the bones and muscles. It had powerful explosive power and was different from the pure Yang spirit body that focused on true fire. However, with his divine body as the foundation, his spirit body improved very quickly. After dying a few times, he was about to reach mid-grade. The stronger his physique was, the better Sanshi's condition would be. Even if he did not take the initiative to resist, the time he would have to withstand the demonic flames would also increase. Seeing that Sanshi was even more refreshed, the 7 red crows felt like they had seen a ghost. What was going on? Why was this person getting stronger the more times he was killed? Could it be that they were hallucinating? No one could maintain their rationality, while Sanshi was constantly reviving. This was especially so when he saw that many people had already reached the same level one after another. Some had even stepped onto the 6,000th step and started to obtain second-grade rewards. This made them even more anxious. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince suppressed his anger. There's something wrong with this person. We'll investigate his secrets in the future. Let's not waste nomological power on him first. Retreat. He took the lead and retracted his nomological powers. The array formation that sealed Sanshi slowly dissipated. In the fireball, Sanshi, who was thinking of raising his pure Yan spirit body to the top grade as soon as possible, frowned. Where's the fire? Through the slowly dissipating flames, he realized that the few of them were stopping. The faces of the 7 Crimson Crows darkened. They felt that they had provoked a mad dog. If they couldn't kill it, they would be in trouble. Human, I'll let you be smug for a few days. I'll deal with you after we leave this place. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince muttered angrily. Even though he lost face, he did not hold back on his words. Did I let you go? Sanshi's words made the Crimson Crow Crown Prince and the others' eyes darken, but they still turned around and said, forget about him. Let's get a reward nearby and continue climbing. 5th brother, deal with him. If you really can't, just suppress him. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince felt that he could no longer be entangled with this abnormal human, especially before figuring out how the other party could avoid their killing move. They turned around and began to choose the appropriate treasures before entering the 6,000th step. If you guys don't do it, I'll do it. Sanshi suddenly erupted like a ferocious dragon emerging from the sea and charged towards one of the Crimson Crows. He ignored the 5th brother, who was arranged by the Crimson Crow Crown Prince, and attacked the other Crimson Crows. This guy was rank 6th and had chosen a bottle of fire attribute medicinal pills. Before he could open it to take a look, a violent attack came from behind. Be careful, 6th brother. The 5th brother did not expect this human to be able to unleash such a powerful attack. Under the pressure of 6 times the same level, his speed was still so fast. He did not have the time to defend himself at all. 6th brother, who was also the 6th prince of the Crimson Crow clan, had already reacted. The feathers on his clothes stood upside down, and red flames were released as he retaliated. Nomological power condensed into the Crimson Crow and let out a loud cry. An even larger golden fire dragon attacked. It swallowed his fire crow in one bite and pushed him down more than 100 steps. Boom! The power of the fire dragon hit the steps and only made them tremble slightly. As the runes blinked, the impact was quickly dispersed without causing any damage. The sixth Crimson Crow, who was inside, did not have such a strong defense. Its chest was caved in and its bones were broken. Blood kept flowing out of its mouth. He was a little stunned. He was a dignified late-stage golden core cultivator as well as a demon cultivator. His body was powerful, so how could he be beaten to such a state by a human? Before he could make the next step of his defense, Sanshi, who was standing at the fire dragon's reverse scale, stabbed out with his spear and pierced through him on the spot. The golden spear was a Dharma treasure and could not unleash its power here. However, Sanshi had no problem using it as a normal weapon. The sixth prince of the Crimson Crow race screamed miserably. Crimson blood flowed out like magma, releasing a shocking temperature. "Crown Prince, save me." He let out a miserable cry. If it was outside, he would not be in such a sorry state. However, here, his defense Dharma treasures were useless and his heart was pierced by someone using primitive methods. "Stop!" Fifth brother had arrived in front of Sanshi. A red dagger appeared in his hand, and he to use Dharma treasures as ordinary weapons to attack. Without even looking, Sanshi grabbed sixth brother's neck. "I will start by roasting you." Crack! Crimson Crow's sixth brother's neck was broken. The latter widened his eyes. The powerful vitality prevented him from dying. Instead, he instantly returned to his original form and pecked Sanshi's eyes with his sharp beak. His clansman also stabbed Sanshi's heart from behind. The two attacked from the front and back. One counterattacked before death, and the other went all out. Coupled with the help of the high temperature of the demonic flames, their attacks were very powerful. Two bloody holes appeared on Sanshi's body. He lowered his head and looked at the dagger that had appeared in his chest. "Your necks." Then, he was killed by the fifth prince of the Crimson Crow race and died on the spot. At the same time, the sixth prince of the Crimson Crow clan died. The two of them fell to the ground. The Crimson Crow's original form was very big. It was more than 10 meters long and covered many steps. There were flames jumping around. Blood kept flowing out. Most of it belonged to the Crimson Crow. It was like a pool of lava that emitted a terrifyingly high temperature. The fifth prince's expression was similar to the bottom of a pot. "Damn it, I was a step too late. I hope he doesn't come back to life. Otherwise, sixth brother will have died in vain." Everything went against his wishes. With a flash of light, Sanshi opened his eyes from the Crimson Crow blood on the stairs. He grinned at the fifth brother, whose pupils had shrunk. "Are you surprised, you musty?" The fifth prince was already hysterical. He held his dagger and Dharma treasures and stabbed them at Sanshi's heart. His dagger was refined from the claws of a deceased senior in the clan. It was exceptionally sharp and comparable to numinous artifacts. In a fit of anger, its might was even stronger. With a puff, it pierced through his heart with great difficulty. Sanshi smiled calmly, continued. Then, his eyes rolled back and he fell to the ground, dead. His smile made the fifth prince's hair stand on end. This person was actually lying on the ground for him to kill. How was this possible? Normal people would avoid him as much as possible. There was definitely something strange about this person's actions. From the beginning to the end, this person had been playing tricks on them. "Crown Prince, what should I do?" He looked at the other side blankly, and the latter snorted. "If I knew how to deal with it, would I still be standing still?"